How? By spying on the competition?
You're gonna need a recording studio, right? Well, I'll design and build one for you.
Sure. Where are you gonna put it? The bathroom? Or in here?
You'll build your studio in the bar. There's plenty of space for both of us. All you
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as we call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
There we go, baby. Bring him up.
6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Patriots send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
A 50-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run here with Jason Huntley. They wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run them down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
Backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford. And this
Damn.
late. Too much much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Huntley. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
I've never seen him win a game in this league.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gould is able to put it through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play that they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I'll be out of here after this.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Huh?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go with Chubb on second down.
Nowhere to go there, bud.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to a sack.
And Hunter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Huntley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Looking middle and And that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Open man, he's got it, the tight end Hawkinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down.
We got to punch this one in.
A run with Huntley, and that'll hurt the average a bit. This time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Stafford. That one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Stafford escaping the pressure right. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay.
There we go.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Man, I seen the Panthers talking smack
We knew that flag was coming
about
out.
a new Viking.
I always
The new
enjoy the
Vikings was talking about this would be the easiest division.
because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
That dude's
but you
0-1
caused
against
the
me.
play.
Slacky
You did
Jack
it.
or
I had
Jackie
to.
Slack or whatever they call
Roughing
you.
penalty on the PAT. They'll kick off from 15 yards. Upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Lions 10, Patriots nothing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw.
Come on, guys. Snatch that, man.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman.
Damn.
And now it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
There we go, Hebrews.
And they're going to set up shop CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This dude seems dead set on running.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
What's up with that penalty? Oh, come on.
Penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Chubb on the carry.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He was brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available.
Oh, man.
Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the ground, it's Chubb. He gets it forward for 4,
Holding.
maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On the carry, it's Chubb. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Huntley, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Stafford on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. They fall down 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. We'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's third.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Lions 31, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
Oh, man, how did he get there?
Man, it's Brashad Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
The 2nd down pass, intercepted. The
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. He's got him in, complete, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go again with Huntley.
Come on.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark.
I think we got a good team.
I think their halftime adjustment, what they
together
talked
here.
about, maybe it's just a little
Defense is
inspirational
real
speech.
young.
Who knows?
It needs to
but
come
looks like
together.
they're ready to go.
Grow up a little bit here. And
Throwing on
we'll
3rd
be
down.
all right.
Stafford. Man, and he hits him in stride.
Oh, there we go, Stevenson.
To the end zone, touchdown Detroit. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Lions 45. Patriots
420 total yards. I'll dab to that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
for the Patriots.
Huntley's got to pick it up, man. Run
Bronze
this
leg
ball.
as he gets this one
I'm not
away.
happy with the running game with DeAndre Swift at all.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4,
Really
and the offense will
stats
take
skewed
over
heavily
with
by
a new
one
set
run.
of downs.
28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Nice catch, Galladay. Nice catch.
For 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Huntley.
Nice, Huntley. Nice. Meaningful yards there. Meaningful. I like that.
Good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and get the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a flag
Face
comes
mask
over the
holding.
umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. side. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Damn, Kenny.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to
I thought he
pull
had
that
it,
one
though.
in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. They took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On the run, it's Huntley. And they're going to stop right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Man, a better throw and that's a touchdown.
Pick up of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I didn't know what to call there. I was trying to make some audibles and then got messed up there. It's all right. I probably would have messed that play up. Now I kind of have an idea what I want to do.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Buying time to his left.
Oh, man!
Complete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Lions on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Wrong pass, shit, R1. Stevenson was wide open for the first down. But it's all good.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Second and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Sleepy Kendricks, baby. Sleepy Kendricks.
The 29-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. Being down this big,
Like to
you
get
also take even
touchdown.
more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
brings up 2nd and
He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jason Huntley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 55. Patriots nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score. Final return for the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Damn, Raiders are 0-3.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
What we got going on here, man? Bro, are we playing,
now they
man?
can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's go. Come on. Come on, defense. Get a pick. Can't keep the shutout, man. We're in trouble here.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Damn it.
And they'll get him down as he's
we need a
inside
turnover.
the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here.
Well, he's back yards. It's loss of 2.
Now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mitchell, how can you not pick that off?
Into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, we just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And 6.
Some coffee.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going up top. The guy's man complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just
It was open. I mean, I had to pass.
So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's a 2nd and 7. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Good game, Pats.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.